Here are the patch notes coming for season 3.5, and there are some big ones. Keep it locked. Thor is finally seeing some big utility changes. Firstly, when he gets out of his awakened state, they will guarantee that you have one hammer to use so you can use some sort of ability. But the big change is that when you use your lightning realm or the big bubble, anytime an enemy leaves the bubble, they will become grounded, unable to use movement or escape abilities. That is huge. Finally giving Thor something that helps the team. He'll be better with peel, and his ult will get more value. Adam Warlock's new changes are amazing. They're getting rid of the Guardians team up completely, which is pretty much the only way to play Adam at the top level. They are instead getting rid of that and enabling him with some different changes. When he uses his ultimate, which he now gets even faster from 5k to 4700, they will respawn all allies with 70% of their HP as bonus HP. That will then fall off after 5 seconds, but coming back with that much HP is going to completely change how Adam Warlock is played. Also, when you land your cosmic cluster on enemies, per each projectile landed, it will reduce your heal cooldown. Each projectile of that right click will reduce the cooldown by 0.3 seconds. So honestly, now that you have the headshot reduction in cooldown and this reduction in cooldown, he might be a viable healer. Mantis is now an anchor for a team up, which is really good because it gives her 10% increased healing across the board. So in order to counteract that, they've done some different things that I'll walk through. Her healing flower effect, or her heal over time, will still do the same amount of HP percentage base that it did in the last patch, but they're going to slightly reduce the amount of just standard HP from 12.5 to 10 HP per second outside of that percentage base healing. They're going to reduce her ammo amount from 20 to 15, and they're going to buff how quickly you get bonus health in her ultimate from 0.7 to 1. I like what they're doing with Mantis and Warlock, I gotta be honest. Spider-Man's ultimate is going to get a 20 damage per second buff, which honestly I think is going to help Spider-Man mains. They're also making it so when you use that team up with Torch, you don't get knocked back so far, so that you can continue your combo that you may want to run, allowing for you to try to do something new with that team up instead of just only using it as a movement tool. They're giving a 2-second increase to Black Panther's dash cooldown from 8 to 10 seconds because they said after they adjusted the hit detection, they want to make sure it's a little longer if you miss it. Magneto's bubble is getting a reduction from 300 to 250 across the board. Doctor Strange is going to get 2 more ammo on his left click going from 8 to 10 and a reduced cooldown in his float from 15 to 12 seconds. Groot is going to get a 2-meter increase on his left click, so from 20 to 22, but they're going to increase the activation rate of his wall. So if you hit an enemy within 24 meters instead of just 20 of a wall, if they ever get close to that wall, it will attack them. Wolverine's ultimate is now going to take longer to achieve. It goes from 2800 to 3400. Thank you, but still remove him. Star-Lord is going to get 25 bonus health when he uses his dodge roll, and although that may not seem like a big change, I do think that is pretty impactful for him because it does give you an iframe either way, so he will get that additional HP, but it will fall off after 3 seconds. Since they're removing Iron Fist's team up anchor, they're increasing all of his damage to even things out, and they're giving him more percent HP damage. I still think he's going to be a threat to tanks. Cloak and Dagger are getting a slight nerf to how fast they can get their ultimate. It goes from 4k to 4300. They'll still get it really fast, but that is another nerf to how fast they can receive that ultimate. All the new team ups are in my last video. I'm headed to China right now to cast Worlds. I'll see you on that stream. Keep it locked right here for more information, and I'll see you in the next one.